This is Sound Off 60.
I want to make sure that the best team is the champion.
Yeah.
I want to play,
And that's key.
if that tournament comes up with this is the best team, I'm for that.
Southwest Louisiana's premier sports talk television show.
With me, without me. All
That
right.
might be the dumbest argument we've ever had.
You
I like
are
the way he
most
does that.
Idiotic, imbecile, if you thought that argument did not have merit,
Look.
it did not.
All right,
McCarran,
So you're talking about my LSU quarterback?
Yeah.
What you put with me, without me.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the boys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
as some would say, get ready for football. It's
Yes, it's
upon
that
us.
time again.
College season kicks off. Actually, the college season already kicked off with a great matchup with FCS, but
You know,
the
somehow
FBS
I missed
kicks
the
off.
memo on
We
that.
did too, Scooter.
Yeah, Eastern Washington, Sam Houston. We'll talk about that a little bit
I
later
came
on.
across it and I assumed they were showing a replay of a FCS playoff game.
We'll dig into it a little bit. You're right about that. Anyway,
Yes.
LSU is now in full mode. Game week, the McNeese Cowboys got an extra week to kind of sit and relax maybe a little bit, prepare for the Nebraska Cornhuskers a
I
bit.
don't know
So,
how much
okay,
you
guys.
can relax thinking about playing Nebraska.
Well,
Playing
you
Nebraska,
know,
how do you relax
relax
about that,
in the sense that the LSU Tigers got to get ready for Reliance Stadium and the Wisconsin Badgers,
Yes.
who, guys, I don't know squat about, but I still say it will be a great barometer and a good test for the LSU
Oh,
Tigers. Jump in there, LSU boys.
Well, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
I hate to agree with you.
I know
but
you hate to agree with
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think this is a really good, but I don't think they're any better than some of the other opening opponents LSU has had. In
Yeah.
at least
Oh,
in
I
these
don't think-
neutral site games.
Yeah, I
Neutral
don't
site.
know. I would say probably. I
They're
would
like
put them on the
LSU.
lines.
They've got some question marks.
Yeah.
I
With
would-
the youth at quarterback,
Yeah,
be honest.
yeah.
Don't make me ring the bell.
I won't. I won't.
Are you worried early on with the youth at quarterback against Wisconsin?
Depends on how it's used.
No, hedge. Are you
No.
or are you not worried?
Worried. Be honest.
I'm a little worried.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm not. But let me just say this for the point, guys. You've got to look at how you use them to use what you want to do. Now, we know
That's all
Wisconsin.
fine. I couldn't agree more.
Wisconsin, we know defense-wise, if you looked on the depth chart, they got their 4 returning starters in the secondary. You're gonna have a hard time throwing the ball. You will. You will. So
Boy, you've
it
done your
depends on what
homework.
they do. Got a lot riding on this. It depends on what they do. Now they're gonna be able to run the ball. Mark it. LSU will run the ball. Boy, none.
And that's how fine
They
and
will
good,
run the
Kevin.
ball.
And they
But
will. And
there are going to come times when it's going to be 3rd and 12, 3rd and 14. You may have to throw the ball.
the holes in Wisconsin's defense are up front.
Yeah.
That makes
yeah.
perfect sense.
It's no doubt.
But this is LSU's ranked 13. This team's ranked 14.
14.
So, and yeah, that's all fine and good. You want to protect young quarterbacks, run the ball. LSU's got the offensive line to do it.
They do.
But you can only do that so long.
That's my point.
You
Scooter.
those quarterbacks can't hide forever, even
That's
in
my
one
point.
game against a quality opponent. At some point, they're going to have to make
You,
plays.
Mr. Hobbs, you have made it quite clear in your coverage in the American press that Miles is going to play a slew of either redshirt or true freshmen.
Yeah.
He has to do it. On a scale of 1 to 10 collectively, how good are these guys? I would say very, very good, would you not?
You
We
realize
don't know.
I've never seen
I know
any of
that,
them play.
but their resume,
Their
led by
resumes are
Fournette.
fine.
players.
Their resumes are fine.
High school
But
resume.
even highly resumed players, so
I like
to
that.
speak, are not normally, asked to step into a program the caliber of LSU,
Right.
and
produce.
contribute right there.
Yeah, and produce. Yeah,
So I mean, to me, it is a great unknown,
yeah.
and
It is.
we're on the air.
Hey, I am
Well, he's coming up. That's
coming up in the
McNeese
next
Athletic
2
Director
seconds.
Bruce Hempfield.
Yes, yes,
So, great promo. He's coming up a little bit
we
later
know
on
he's
in
here.
the show.
That's for sure.
All right.
But
Beyond Leonard Fournette, who do you guys anticipate really producing and contributing?
Quarterback
Give me an
position
name.
has got
Well,
to be
okay,
the quarterback position.
yeah.
I mean, you missed him, Rick.
If-
you
I mean,
forgot
Harris
Brandon
has got-
Harris
yeah,
is a
Brandon
true
Harris.
freshman.
No, I didn't
got to
forget.
be.
Beyond
More than Leonard, I think he'll play.
Malachi Dupree, Trey
Yeah.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Receivers.
Ed Paris. There's another one.
Is there
another DB.
somebody on that defensive side? Is it
You're talking about true freshmen.
True freshman.
true freshman? Yeah.
Defense, they were in a little better shape. Paris and Jamal Adams, I think his name is.
Okay. So we
Another
got a slew.
defensive back.
We got a slew of these guys.
And I think as the year goes on, you might see. I don't know. I think they'll be in starting roles. But
Right.
Some defensive linemen
Yeah.
might step in.
yeah.
right.
Okay.
But I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on their defense.
Yeah.
Even with some losses up front.
Secondary, you're not that
But
bad.
let's face it, those two defensive tackles who left early for the
Yeah.
NFL, to my mind, they underachieved last year.
Right.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. You don't? Ego Ferguson and Anthony Johnson?
Yeah, but
I mean, they passed the eye test,
Yeah.
everything like that, but to me, they were the kind of dominant player that you think of leaving for the
Right.
NFL. I think they've got some hungry guys. All Miles has talked about all August is this redshirt freshman, defensive tackle, Frank Herron.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see him
Yeah.
play.
I mean, defense, somehow LSU has always been able to make it work with what they've got. My biggest concern is going to come on offense because if
And
you
I
can't
agree
score,
with you.
you can't score, you can't beat people. Seriously, you can't expect the defense. I mean, well, I shouldn't say the defense has been known to score at times, but defense, I think we'll bend, but we won't break.
Give me an
like in
idea.
years past. But
This is what we do on this kind of show. Give me an idea of some numbers here. Are we looking
What?
at a game in the 30s? Or are we looking at a low-scoring game?
No, I don't
You
think
talking
so.
about Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Both.
LSU? No,
Yes,
I
that's
don't.
Wisconsin game. Yeah, that's
I
what we're
think
talking
it'll be,
about.
I think it'll be under 20. It'll be under 20.
I don't know about under
Yeah.
20, but
It'll
I'd
under
be
20.
surprised if either team gets to 30.
30?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be.
I don't know what
I
the
mean,
over and
that
under
would be-
is. I hadn't looked at
I don't
anything like
either.
that. But
I would guess low 20s
to get,
wins this game.
to get numbers like that, Rick, you would have to throw the ball at least 50% of the time. And I don't think LSU's going to do that in this
Yeah.
game. I don't.
I mean, to think you're going to just snap your fingers and open the season with two quarterbacks,
Yeah.
that little experience,
Yeah.
and you.
right.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, he hadn't played, but he's been hanging around there a while. No,
You got to have that.
And
you
not
gotta have
to
that
say-
on the field.
but it's ludicrous to me to think you can snap your
Right.
fingers and everything's going to be
And not to
okay.
say that LSU will even sniff, okay, the 4-team playoff, okay, because they've got too many question marks, Kevin. You got to be you have to
I'm
be
with you there.
sincere about
I
that.
can-
But
yeah.
a win can catapult momentum and confidence, and they got some cupcakes. I say cupcakes. They got some lesser opponents that they
First
should
three
win.
games with all wins, LSU should be in the top 10, Rick, if that's what you're trying to get at.
What?
Wow.
What'd you say?
They should
Top
be in the
10?
top 10. Yeah.
I
what?
don't know about
If
that.
they get the first three wins out and win going away, I think they'll be in the
All
top
right.
10. They want
Wisconsin-
to put them in there, Rick. They want to put the Tigers in the top 10. They just got to have enough credibility to say we deserve to be there.
I
Come
get
on
you.
now,
I get you.
know how
No,
that
look,
works.
I'm not
how it
downgrading
works. Come on
LSU.
now.
They got a great core talent.
I have no
I think they got a
idea
great
what you
coaching
meant.
staff.
Being at 13 now.
This
if they
is
just show the media that they deserve to be in the top 10, I think they will be.
I just-
Well, some
for
people
me-
got to lose in front of you.
For me,
Well, yeah, Scooter, that's gonna happen.
if Jennings, if he just got in more than that one game or 1.5 games, and we saw more of him. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you
Even if he
notice,
wins
Rick,
the job.
Yeah, but if you
it's
notice,
just a
Rick,
game and a
even in the
half.
Outback Bowl, Les Miles didn't let him show
I
a
understand
whole
that.
lot. He
I
kept
understand
him
that.
in wraps to where just manage the game so
And
we can
it's
win.
mind-boggling how you guys
So,
can report
the
on LSU
reason
when you
I-
don't get to see anything.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I just came from Baton Rouge. I was there today, and Miles said he knows who the starter's going to be.
Yeah,
He's not saying.
yeah.
I think
But
Jennings
he
will be
knows.
the starter, but I think
But
Harris
he
will
also
play.
he admitted today they're both going to play today.
Oh, I know.
The Wisconsin game, at least, they are going to use the two quarterback system.
Yeah.
You can
Okay.
book it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Harris eventually wins the job, but it doesn't
I
matter.
think he does.
They're both going to struggle at points. They're
They
going to
will.
throw stupid interceptions. You're going to have to learn to
But-
live with it
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
at least the first half of the year.
Got young guys.
But,
You know.
but
Wrap it up, Kevin.
to have an offensive coordinator like LSU's got, I think that he can manage both of those guys to where they can be decent players.
Oh, I
Because he
agree
knows
with
his
you
business.
there, and
He knows
they
his
will
business.
do their best.
He knows his
but
business.
And you know, even if you sneak past Wisconsin, you got a few more games.
Hey.
When you get into the SEC schedule, you can't hide a quarterback.
No, but a sneak past Wisconsin,
but Scooter,
that'd be okay.
Yeah,
that'd be okay.
That'd be okay. I look at that game almost like the, and I think Wisconsin is a good bit better than Iowa was in the Outback Bowl. But I kind of looked at that. That's all. And that game was an ugly, ugly game. If you remember that Outback Bowl.
It was ugly. It was rainy. It was nasty.
But LSU just wanted to somehow get out of there, and go home.
Not,
but
hang that thought. We're going to stop it there. We're going to go to break. Coming up, we got the McNeese Cowboys to talk about.
Yeah.
You saw him earlier. He did a little cameo.
He's here.
Would that
Bruce
be
is here.
that would be a video photo bomb. Would that be McNeese Athletic Director Bruce Henfield just kind of photo bombed us a little bit there. And yes, he's coming up later on the show. Also, remind you, next Monday, not Bruce. I got Bruce on my mind. Mike Cotrera from Barb. I got the Bees on my mind. Barb head coach Mike Cotrera will join us next Monday night. All right, we're going to take a break, come back with the McNeese Cowboys, and later on, AD Bruce Hemphill from the McNeese Cowboys. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubbada, boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our two stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels here at L'Auberge Casino. Want to remind you, coming up this weekend, it's Martina McBride at the Concert Special Event Center here at L'Auberge. And September 27th, you've got time for Whoopi Goldberg.
She will be
great show.
I'm looking forward to seeing Whoopi.
I like Whoopi.
First time ever, right? I don't think I've
so.
First time ever in the market at L'Auberge
Casino.
Casino.
Being here in Lake Charles.
That'll be a great show, September 27th, so mark your calendar, get your tickets.
Come out and see
All right,
Whoopi.
guys, let's talk blue and gold. The McNeese Cowboys do not play this week. They have a September 6th date at Lincoln, Nebraska to take on Bo Pelini, former LSU defensive coordinator, and his Cornhuskers. He's been up there for 5 or 6 years now. So he's got some issues, too, on the Nebraska side. He's lost about 3 to 4 defensive starters. They will be, obviously, prohibitive favorites in this game over the McNeese Cowboys. Football on the field, they had the second scrimmage. They broke camp with the scrimmage, and I sat there and watched probably 80 to 90% of it, guys, and you know, doggone it, that quarterback race is going to go down to the wire. I'd have to be, I'd have to pick Viator's brain and maybe film to see. I don't know. Right now, I don't know. It's too close to call.
Yeah. I'm going to ask again. If an athlete the caliber of Sam's does not win that job,
why do you come here?
No,
That's what you say.
no.
He wasn't here last week.
Can he sit on the bench? Are you going to leave an athlete that good on the bench? Or
he posed the question of could he play another position?
Well, the reason why he left because he was playing
exactly.
the position he didn't want to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good question, Scooter.
No.
That's a good
He's
question.
a quarterback.
I think,
he wants to be a quarterback, and he will be a quarterback.
I think the intent of him coming
and I
here
think he'll win the job.
And leaving,
if not,
I just can't see.
You know,
let me just say this.
Maybe,
Rick, you out there a lot more than the two of us. I mean,
you know, maybe the worst thing in the world wouldn't be to expose him to Nebraska. You know.
Yeah.
Well, I do agree with a comment either by Matt or by Alex Hickey in the American Press in that, you know, this week they got more work to do, and the Nebraska game is the Nebraska game, okay? Yeah. And it could be, yes, both of them, and that could be the audition game to see how they would respond up against a top-flight FBS program like Nebraska to see. It's too close to call. I made a statement in print and on the show. Yeah, I think Daniel Sams will win the job eventually. Maybe it's a week or two in. He's got too many of the intangibles. I mean, guys, even in the scrimmage Saturday, which he didn't perform as well. Yeah, he just those hips and those legs, and he just shimmying and shaking, and just air is going every. That whole thing. You can't. But doggone it, I'll just say this: take it for what it's worth. You said something about an eye test. Tyler Bolton. He passes the eye. He just looks like a good starting quarterback at this level.
I agree. He does.
He's a big guy, and he shows good composure. Again, in scrimmages and stuff. We'll have to see on Saturday night. Let's not discount Will Briscoe.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, statistically he had the best game on Saturday. And he's smooth quarterback. Yeah. He just, 5 knee surgeries. He just doesn't move well.
What I'm hearing from a lot of people in the community is that they're saying when they walk into Cowboys Stadium, they want to see something different than what they've seen in years past. For the talent and basically what they're doing with the talent that they've got. And I know where they're going with that when they say that, because it's coming to a point now to where, you know, McNeese is kind of up here.
Right.
And they need to get up.
They need to get over some humps.
Yeah.
You're right about it. And a player of that stature can do that.
Great head coach, Matt. But I think people here, you know, they love their football. Honestly, they love it. And they just want to see the Cowboys go to a different level this year, I think, Rick. Honestly.
Okay, so that's the quarterback situation. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Yeah. All right. McNeese,
it's a big position.
I tell you, we talked about LSU's defense.
Yeah.
And when you say some of the strength is in the secondary, you know, Aaron Sam, great local kid, LaGrange. Yeah. I mean, you know, led them in tackles last year, had 9 tackles in the scrimmage. Beyond him in 1 or 2 other spots, even the freshman Dominique Hill, and boy, Kevin, you know, they can give up big chunks. I still have some concern back there.
I'm going to put my faith in Coach Guidry to say he's going to be able to pull off something he's never done before with the talent he's got. He always seems to make it work, though, Rick. There's been years we talked about spots and pockets on that D, and somehow when you see them play on Saturday, it's like, well, they're not that bad.
No.
They're knocking balls down. And it's all about how you coach your kids to make them play on Saturday.
It's those safeties. Yeah. The safeties have the one, if it's Aaron Sam, which probably will be, or Brent Spikes, one of those buck or free or weak, getting everybody on the same page.
And that's what's going to be key,
Rick. And all this spread offense going around.
That's what everybody's going to. It's tough. You got to have more
crisscrossing each other, bumping into each other.
You can almost put a wide receiver in the secondary with what most of these teams are playing when you go to the spread, Rick. You just got to be able to chase people. Yeah. That's it.
Jarvis Landry, remember him from LSU?
Yeah.
This Kent Shelby, I'm not saying he's Jarvis Landry.
Okay.
Looks like him a little bit.
6'3", 195.
Big kid.
I mean, making
taller
stretch
than
catches.
Jarvis?
Yeah, taller.
Yeah, big kid.
Landry always seemed to play taller.
I know it.
I always think him at 6'2", 6'3".
No,
You're right.
In reality, he's 6 foot.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. He just made catches.
But he's cut up, though. Him being cut will make you think he's bigger than what he is.
Shelby?
Really, Rick?
Real deal.
Okay.
He's going to make plays.
I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to watch
He's going to stretch the field.
Really?
And he's going to make plays because of his size and his athletic ability. He's been waiting. He hadn't played in like 2 years, waiting. And Ernest Celeste made a heck of a juggling catch. And it's only a scrimmage. Yeah. But again, Here's a guy that's a barb product that's finally healthy.
Yeah.
A ball's floating in the air, concentrate in the end zone, bam, pull
Yeah.
it.
Won't it be fun when we no longer have to try to make sense out of preseason games and worse, scrimmages?
Yeah. Much like LSU, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
I think Nebraska, even though they'll be prohibitive, will, again, give McNeese a great barometer of where they're going to be.
They will, Rick.
All right?
They will, but
You think?
I really do.
Okay.
Is Nebraska that good? Have they fallen that far?
No,
you
no,
think?
no, Nebraska,
Nebraska's pretty good.
Nebraska's
9,
being
10
picked
wins. Huh?
Nebraska's pretty good.
They're being picked as Nebraska and Wisconsin are being picked to battle it out for the Big Ten. I guess it's called
But Rick-
West now. They got rid of
Rick,
leaders and legends.
Even,
or whatever.
even with what Scooter's talking about, I mean, when you look at the depth chart, I mean,
Well, the
size-wise-
big news out of that conference over the weekend, Braxton Miller has lost for the year at Ohio
Yeah.
State, so I think
Yeah.
it's wide open now.
Yeah.
And Pelini may have his
Oh,
corners.
Michigan State is
Size-wise.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know that, but
Size-wise,
Ohio
it's
State, too.
scary.
Ohio State, too. This guy's a Heisman Trophy candidate. All right, up against the clock again. McNeese Athletic Director Bruce
Got so
Hemphill
much to
will
talk
join us.
about.
Coming up next, a lot to talk
We're
about.
going to invite him this time.
What?
We're going to invite him.
We're going to
this
invite
time.
him over. Coming
He
back
will
in
be
about
on.
2 minutes. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford, Beglis Parkway in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
Choosing your doctors and healthcare professionals is an important and personal decision, and one that you should feel totally comfortable with. Hello, I'm Dr. Trisa Guidry, and I'd like to welcome you to our clinic, where your health and well-being is our top priority. I'm a board-certified OBGYN and a graduate of LSU. My dedicated staff and I would like to invite you to call for a consultation and appointment. You will experience the trust, comfort, and medical treatments you deserve. We are Dr. Trisa Guidry.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge Casino. No more photo bombing, as they would say. Athletic Director for McNeese State, Bruce Hemphill, has officially joined us on our little Jack Daniels set. Glad to have you aboard, Bruce. A lot to talk about. We're going to cover the UL game. We're going to cover LSU maybe for next season. Nebraska this season. Season tickets, on-campus arena. But first off, right out of the bat, where's my bell? Where's my bell? Right there you. Thank you, Kevin. A bad rumor is floating around the region about a professed LSU scoreboard. It's turning into a mini urban myth about this scoreboard at LSU and where could it end up? Where has it end up?
Yeah.
You're here to talk about all those other subjects, but also to get it off your chest and set the record straight.
Well, thanks, Rick. I want to set the record straight, being among two other LSU grads. It's not.
And you are an LSU grad.
And I am. Two other LSU
And I'm a Southeastern grad, and supposedly the scoreboard's at Strawberry State.
Well, I want to set the record straight.
And I didn't put it there.
Here's to let it all to rest. The scoreboard is not in the living room of Scooter's house.
Oh, I know. It is not.
No,
it got
is
that
not.
bad.
Kevin has one almost as
Yes,
big
he does.
in his man cave,
Yeah,
but it's not that one.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, this is what
Unbelievable.
the embellishments that get started that are totally ridiculous. These are started by people that say that they're McNeese fans. They're masquerading as McNeese fans.
Oh.
They are enemies of McNeese. Now, not only do we have to, we're laughing about these things, put these to rest and get the truth straight, but also the fact of now our coaches, our staff, I've got to go out and talk about what a farce these rumors are. The fact of that LSU, I would think seriously in doubt that LSU can call me, even though I may be a son of LSU, that they can go and offer and give away a gazillion-dollar scoreboard to somebody. Two is that Michael Bonnet, that I did not return a call to Michael Bonnet. Because of that, we did not get the scoreboard. I'm sure Mike Bonnet.
I talked to him. He knew nothing about it.
Well, and I know he's a good guy because he's related to our sports information director and our former sports information director. But Mike would not have the authority to give me a call to offer a scoreboard to us. Three, supposedly
it's
that
really more. This is the big video board.
Video. I'll get into that here in just a minute too. And last, that I to a Tarver Ford employee said that I told him that I apologized that I dropped the ball on getting this scoreboard. Well, playing receiver at LSU, I did drop several balls, but it had nothing to do with the LSU scoreboard. I talked to a good friend of mine who's friends with Kevin, I know, and Scooter Verge Alsbury. He said, Bruce, not only were we not interested in giving away this scoreboard, we liked it so much, we expanded on it. I talked to Southeastern. Did you receive anything from LSU? Because supposedly that I'm going to be embarrassed when I go to Strawberry Stadium in Southeastern this year and see that scoreboard that McNeese missed out on. Well, in talking with their athletic department, they did receive a new scoreboard a year ago that they bought themselves some Daktronics with their very own Southeastern money. And I said, oh, really? So we're going to be looking at a scoreboard here in the near future. What do you think? He goes, well, it fits very good in our 7,500 capacity Strawberry Stadium. If it was in Cowboy Stadium, it would look like one of your 25-second clocks. So, bottom line is,
how did all this get started?
It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Scooter and I heard it a week ago.
I heard it before then, but
I
didn't hear it. We heard it here.
It's started to get some legs running here, and I know that upsets
Michael Bonnet was explaining to me today. It's not as simple as it seems anyway. I was thinking it was the video board from the south end zone at LSU that actually wasn't there last year while they were doing the construction. They had to take it down to do the construction. I didn't really even realize they were replacing the one in the north end zone as part of this expansion. But it's not like you take one of, like walking into an appliance store and buying a big screen. Michael was explaining to me, you know, you can only take so much of it. The guts of it is built into Tiger Stadium almost. You don't just go like take it off the wall like you do a TV at your home and take out of there.
So bottom line is stuff like that, absolutely false. I can't tell you how it got started. Make a good fairy tale book too. But no, we did not miss on the opportunity for a scoreboard from LSU by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, good.
Not even
we
close.
didn't think so.
All right, we have 2 more minutes.
I don't know why McNeese would want a scoreboard that said LSU anyway.
Well, you know, McNeese does need a new scoreboard video board. You and I talked about that. It's time. It may take another year or two, but that's another story for another day. The other big news since last week is the signing of the contracts to renew the McNeese ULL game in 2016 at Cajun Field. This again is another, in my opinion, another hurdle to get over again for really both programs.
And
this
I think
game has to happen.
It's a great event. We play ULL in most of the other sports. Anyway, so to be able to get this game in 2016, September 10th of 2016, I think will be an exciting event for both schools too, and it'll be a lot of fun. Renew many memories that all of us have had sitting on the hill watching.
And I'm not imitating Menzel, but it'll be a good check.
Oh, that will.
It'll be good for all of us.
A good logo check.
Can I do that on
No, don't do that. Please don't do that.
But we very much look forward to it. I think I said redoing
that's going to be
memories,
exciting.
rivalries with that game too. And it'll be a lot of fun that people are already talking about.
Go ahead, jump in. Last one before we go to break.
Well, I want to get into something else after the break.
Well, let me just pose this, and these two guys will kick it off after the break, Bruce. Have you heard from McNeese fans, and do they realize the economic platform and the environment we're in regards to, you're going to have some McNeese fans say, wait a minute now, when is ULL going to come to Cowboy Stadium?
Well, they should understand it. Just like LSU can't come and play McNeese here.
Well, come on.
That's
Apples and oranges.
I mean, how much bigger UL Stadium is from I would say it's about 15, 20,000 more seats, huh?
Well, right now, we see 17
Tiger Stadium's about 80,000 more.
But, I mean, it's a little bit bigger to
But
where
they
you would
are,
gross more revenue there in Lafayette,
they
I would
are
think.
31,000 currently, expanding to 38,000.
That's my point, Scooter.
So that benefits McNeese from a financial standpoint to play it at a
we
bigger
would love
stadium.
to have him in Lake Charles. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's why we're very happy to be able to play them
Anywhere. Matt Pietro said anywhere, anytime.
That's right.
You know. Anyway, all right, take that break. When we come back, we'll get into on-campus arena, season tickets, Nebraska, and, you know, probably one or two other things. So you ready? You want to go to break?
He's ready. He's biting a bit about something. I don't know what it is.
All right, 2.5 minutes. We'll come back to Jack Daniels and Bruce Henfield. Stay right here.
Not that big.
We are worldwide, 365 and 24/7 at soundoff60.com. Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Back after this break.
Gold. It's the color of quality, the color of taste, the color of a true Pilsner. Let your eyes drink it in. When you want a real light beer, it's Miller time.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Soundoff 60.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our two stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
Dig in. Because after a few icy seconds, you'll discover the light beer brewed for 21 days. And that's time well spent. When you want a real light beer, it's Miller time.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge. McNeese Athletic Director Bruce Henfield so kindly joined us on not game week, pre-game week.
Pre-game
you got
week,
an extra one. Real fast. The Cowboys with 11 games this year, historically 12. That's going to be a little bit of an economic hurdle to get over, is it not?
Well, not really. This is the last year until 2019 that any school can play a 12-game schedule. We bounce back next year to an 11-game schedule. Right. Just FYI to y'all, is next year too, the Southland Conference will go to a 9-game conference. So we'll only have 2 non-conference schools. In playing 11 games this year, we have our 6 home games. We could have played a 12th game, and trying to find someone to play who that we wanted to pair up with, along with, just because you see a big contract or numbers out there, it's still very expensive.
To go.
To go.
Yeah, to go.
You know, too. You're talking about plane, flight, hotels, meals, you know, too. So there's quite a bit more involved than just, okay, let's just play a 12th game.
Go ahead, Mr. Hop.
Pet peeve. All right, you're going to Nebraska. We all know why you're going to Nebraska. Money.
You got to be that blunt.
They beat South Florida. Anything else in Scooter.
They beat South Florida.
He's just saying
I understand
money.
That. I understand that.
Good prep game. Go ahead.
I mean, at some point, does the business model have to change? A lot of the autonomy, the autonomous 5, are talking about, you know, making conference rules that some of them even talking about they don't want to play non-Power 5 conference schools. And I would certainly think at some point they're not going to want to play FCS schools. And we hear the benefit of these games is they need the home games. The FCS schools need the money, obviously. I mean, is there any way around that? I really, for the most part, and I know McNeese beat South Florida, I know Appalachian State beat Michigan, but for the most part, they're not competitive games. And I wonder what is served by basically playing an exhibition? And is there any other business model that can work for both sides?
Well, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, with our 9-game schedule, conference schedule starting next year, we have 2 non-conference games. One of those, we're going to be going to LSU, a guaranteed money game for us. We only have 4 home games. So that other game, we need to have a home game for to make a 5th game.
Right.
Why play in those schools? Keep in mind that all those people that you hear talking about not playing, you don't hear that from Iowa State, Minnesota.
I understand that.
Too. There's quite a few schools that want to play FCS schools. They're looking for wins. FCS, yes. We're doing it for the financial part of it too.
And a good football test, though.
Well, you
Bruce.
do
Come
hear
on.
it.
Now,
You do hear
this is
it.
a good football test for a McNeese or a Sam Houston
No, it
State.
is.
Or,
I
It
agree.
is.
Come on.
I agree. I agree, but I just
It's still a football game.
yeah.
It's still a football game.
Okay.
Scoop.
Okay, I think you look forward to what we've got not only in 2 weeks going to Nebraska, but a year from now, we get to go to LSU. The build up for that game. Going to Baton Rouge will be unbelievable. We couldn't buy that kind of publicity.
You're exactly
and
right.
going to Lincoln or to Baton Rouge next year.
You take a poll of McNeese Cowboy fans, and the majority, prohibitive majority, I want to go watch the Cowboys at Tiger Stadium or Lincoln, Nebraska, or wherever, instead of playing Arkansas Tech. Come on.
No, I agree.
I agree.
Come on.
Yeah,
I know you got to play
going the
Arkansas.
other way almost.
I agree.
That's going the other
That's
way.
exactly right.
But again, it's also, you're talking about away games.
Yeah.
We also have to do the same thing when we play at home, is finding opponents with the same openings that we have too.
And that
Kevin?
can be tough. It's, I mean, when you look at it, and I was talking a little bit about the LSU game too. I mean, was it 4 or 5 years ago that they did it again?
What was that?
2010.
4, yeah.
Okay, okay. And I mean, the turnout was just
Had the Tigers on the rope.
outstanding.
Had them on the rope.
Watch it now. We had to play it. We wanted to
Go
play
ahead, go
along,
ahead.
you know.
Just talk.
But Bruce, what do you think, you know, in this day and age when you look at schools and how they promote themselves each Saturday night, where do you think McNeese is at right now for what they've got to do to be competitive with other schools, for us for the facilities, for us for the stadium, for us for just a total package of going to a game and being able to pay that for those tickets? Where do you think the Cowboys are at right now with being able to say, you know, this is a fair price for you to pay for what we're going to give you?
Well, I think one thing too, I guess you're in particular talking about football, is the product that we're putting on the field. And I think it's outstanding. The job that Coach Viator and his staff have done year after year, what we did last year into the regular season with 10-2, going into this season, everyone, we're the top right now with our football program, with the advances that other sports are making too. I think it's a great era that we're entering into McNeese Athletics. You talk about facilities. What we've got the largest, best-looking stadium in Southland Conference. Also, the talk, which Rick, I know you want to talk about here in a little bit, the Health and Human Performance Educational Complex, too, will be the best. The field house, they haven't even got that far yet, into the field house, which is the best that there is in the conference. So, are people getting what they pay for? I think absolutely.
Perfect.
I agree. Let me kind of rephrase his question. I would agree with you. Your facilities, they weren't a few years ago, but they're right there with any of your peers. Your fan support, one of the best in the Southland Conference, I think, personally. The product has been good. Everything else. Forgot what I was going to say. But
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'll think in a minute.
I think you were going to say how good a job McNeese Athletics is doing.
No, but but yet money continues to be a problem. You have to go scrape and scrape. Well, I know we did a story over the summer where McNeese gets next to nothing from students, you know, student fees, whereas every other school gets a huge amount. You know, from student fees.
It's one of the things,
is there any progress on that front?
Well, it's going, you know, to the students. Obviously, it was defeated this past year. We put a lot of effort into the student fees. For instance, right now we currently get $32 from our student per semester, $64 total, and then $10 goes to the field house each semester. Then you've got Corpus Christi, which doesn't even have football. They get $600 per student per year.
What?
too. So
Huge disparity.
we know we've got to
Does
work.
the student actually pay that?
Yes, it's a part of their fees.
$600
Wow.
versus
Yeah.
60.
I don't know if
They don't have football.
I don't know if I'd want to push it up that high. You
No,
might,
but again, we're not going to be able to.
pushing the envelope.
But obviously, we're looking at having our students take ownership. That this is their football team. And all of our sports. We want them to take ownership, be able to not only come watch them practice and compete, but be a part of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Too. So we know it's something we're going to address.
Unfortunately, we got 20 seconds, Bruce, and I do want to. I want to give you the top line. I'll call it the on-campus arena for basketball and that whole thing. Give us a timeline, give us the money needed, and what's the next step?
Well, one, we're very, very fortunate to have a political delegation from Southwest Louisiana that's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
Led by Speaker of the House, Chuck Cleckley, Blade Morris from Jennings, Mike Danahay from Sulphur, Ronnie Johns, Sulphur, Lake Charles. We're unbelievable in making this happen. In collecting $40 million, helping that from the state, along with the A.C. Drew Foundation of $4 million, too. What can we get for that? That's what we're finding out now. It will take about 12 to 15 months from the architects that we have, Randy Goodlow from here in Lake Charles, along with the Crawford Group out of Kansas City, who's built phenomenal facilities across the country. So we've told them what we want, what we need, and now they're going back to the drawing board over the coming year to find out, okay, this is what you will get for this kind of money.
Right.
But that's still about a 4 or 5 year project.
Yeah, well, we're looking at this is, again, all the what ifs. Is that the 12 to 15 month for the architect design of it. Backing up is that starting in the next 2 or 3 weeks, they will begin the abatement of the asbestos. Then it will take the longest part of the demolition of the married student housing, too. So 12 to 15 months on the design, and then approximately 2 to 2.5 years after that. So I'd say somewhere, they want to be optimistic and say 3 years. I would say more between 3 to 4 years.
Bruce, we always appreciate
it is going to happen.
Yeah, we always appreciate you coming in. I wanted to cover some of these big topics with you.
Okay, all of you too.
And we'll do it again in a very short period of time. We have more subjects to talk about.
Always good to have you.
All right, Bruce Hempfield, athletic director for McNeese State. All right, short pause. We're coming back. Black and gold, New Orleans Saints getting ready for the regular season. When we come back, stay ready.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60, and Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our 2 stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniel's at LaBerge Casino. Kevin, you take it over. What do you want to tease?
The Saints.
You're being a smart aleck. You're being a smart aleck tonight, so you do it. Come on.
I'm just saying, black and gold. Hey, Drew Brees showed up. Looks good. Hey.
No, you're not doing the right dead gum.
No.
You're supposed to promote. You got to promote. Martina McBride.
Martina McBride, most definitely this Saturday.
Most definitely, right?
Come out. What a great concert.
Pull some tickets out of your pocket. Start throwing them up.
I had them to throw out too.
What is that called? Rain dance or something? Make it rain with tickets. Throw some tickets in the air. Martina McBride Saturday coming up at the end of September, the 27th.
Good looking lady, man. She is
a
gorgeous.
comedic genius. comedic genius herself.
Whoopi, that's going to be so fun, man. Whoopi's going to be so fun.
Excuse me, guys. All right. Look, the problems around the NFL with this, that, and the other. Sam Bradford, another ACL out for the year. This quarterback going down. Cam Newton's got a hairline fracture.
Yeah.
Problems here, problems there. I don't know, guys. Kind of peachy
Big
down in
guys,
New
too.
Orleans. They're 3-0, the Saints.
Yeah.
Drew Brees looked good, sharp. No major
matter of
injuries
fact,
that
no.
I know of, but there's
No.
still some nagging in that secondary.
Well,
Every year.
It's always like that, Rick. It's
you know,
always like that.
I'm the last person that tries to read too much into an exhibition game.
Yeah.
Or make,
I
but I'm
agree
telling
to
you,
a point.
After watching 3 games and seeing, you know, now Breeze got to play this week. If I'm Sean Payton, I don't play a single starter this week. I don't know what more they could accomplish in preseason.
Well,
I think
they looked like a team ready to play last week.
Breeze, a couple of passes were like this. A little behind, but that's, you know, come on, it's a football game. But,
I mean,
you know,
he's
I think he needs. I think he
If
needs
you-
a little work. I think.
I mean, I would not play. I'd play as few starters as
I agree.
I could.
I agree.
Because I liked what I saw out of the defense.
Yeah,
this week.
I did. Well,
I
goal
mean, it
line
looks like
stance.
the Colts were kind of out of sync.
Yeah, they were.
But I don't know. You know, I'm not going to make too much out of preseason.
No.
But
But
number one.
They would rather be 3-0 than 0-3. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but do
guys
you
play
want
to
to be
win now.
4-0? I'm not sure.
You want to win. You play the game to win.
Being 4-0 preseason is like winning the par 3 tournament at the
Scooter.
Masters. You know.
Scooter just don't. Scooter says preseason means nothing. So it doesn't matter if you're
means
0
a lot.
and 4 or 4 and 0.
Give
It
me your
doesn't matter.
sense.
I
Doesn't
don't
mean-
really.
I think
If you're Sean Payton and
I'll go
you
there
had a
with you.
checklist,
I'll go there with
you
you.
had a checklist of what you wanted to accomplish in preseason. I can't imagine there's much left.
There's a lot of questions in regards to roster spots, but I go there. with you.
Well, they
Give me your
got a
sense.
lot of questions.
I know.
I think you
good.
put Breeze in at least for a series, at least. I mean, just
I wouldn't
just
play
to,
more
just to
than
get the
one.
kinks out. I mean, you know, he played well. He
What
looked
do you
up.
see
You
you
can tell
like?
he was a little
What
bit
do you see you like? What do you see you don't like?
receiver core. I mean, I gotta say A+.
I'm gonna go the
on
opposite way
receiver
with
core.
you. I mean, obviously,
A+.
I mean, Breeze looked good. That's not a, startling revelation.
No.
I'm more and more. I like their running game. And
I do.
I
Mark
am
Ingram,
coming
touchdown.
around on Mark Ingram.
Well, wait.
I've never
Season
thought I
hadn't
would
started
see
yet,
him.
now,
motivated.
Scooter.
I know.
Come on, season had,
I
like
know,
you say.
But I'm coming around on my
Preseason
this,
means nothing.
This kind of, Ingram kind of
Guys
came
play
on
different.
toward the end of last year.
He did. 146
he
yards. He
silenced
heard the whispers.
a few critics at the end of last year, and this is just to me a reaffirmation that, maybe he
Maybe
can.
it's clicking.
Maybe he won't.
Maybe
be one
it's
of
clicking.
The Saints'
Offensive
big bust.
line again. The young guy at that left tackle, Armstead. Okay. Obviously, Sean Payton sees something that he likes there.
He
And,
better.
If they all stay healthy, there's still somewhat of a battle at center. They'll protect Breeze better.
Left
but let me
tackle's real
tell you,
big.
there is nobody in the game that runs that dead gum screen pass like Breeze and Pierre Thomas.
Yeah.
I know, Pierre
Yeah.
Thomas.
it
They've
is
been doing that
amazing.
for years, though, Rick. They've been. It's
He's
just.
uncanny.
He is uncanny.
I mean,
You keep him on the roster just for that play.
Oh, Pierre Thomas is on.
Oh,
the
I know
roster.
that,
Yeah.
but just
Yeah.
for that,
You're
run
right,
that
though.
play.
I mean, I don't know what else the Saints have to work on in preseason. Yeah, they got to prove it in the preseason with real game planning.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what more they could prove in preseason.
Secondary still, I still.
mean,
that-
You
yeah,
know,
I'm
I
still
know they
looking
got to
for-
cut some players, and
Yeah, this
some
is the week.
starters have to play.
Yeah.
But
They have to get down to 53.
I would just throw everybody I had out there.
I'm with you
Give
on
him
that.
his last chance to say he played
The former
an NFL
LSU
game.
McNeese tight end Nick Jacobs. Now
Yeah.
they're going to be cutting down to what 75
Yeah.
this week and then 53.
Yeah.
53
I don't
the
know.
last
He's
week.
a big guy.
Yeah.
He's been there long enough to make some catches. He might hook up with somebody else. If
Yeah,
not the Saints.
I don't
Yeah.
think I doubt he'll
Probably not.
hang with Saints. They're
Yeah.
too
Probably not.
deep at the
Josh
position.
Hill,
Yeah, they will deep.
They're just
Watson,
too
and
deep
Jimmy
at the
Graham, of course.
position.
Yeah.
But he's gotten enough time there to maybe show a tape. You know,
or maybe practice squad of the Saints.
maybe.
Yeah.
Good
You
point.
never
Good
can
point.
tell.
All right. The Ravens this Thursday at the Dome will end it out. Good
Yeah.
again, a good quality test, but I'm with Hobbs here.
Yeah.
Let them sprinkle a little bit.
Yeah,
Let
they
them
need
lose.
to.
And some
Take
some
some
other
down.
guys.
Go
And I think he'll
4-0
go
in the
that.
preseason.
And they
I think
open
he'll
up
do
at
that.
Atlanta,
He'll do
by
that.
the way,
Yeah,
at
he'll
the
do that.
Falcons. Oh, but I've been wanting to say that. Like, yeah, Falcons, hard knocks. Some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
yeah.
that.
But some good stuff, but
Yeah.
that's another distraction, you know, that
Yeah,
Hard
it
Knocks
is. It
camera
is, when they
I'm
have
glad
the
to see
video.
it in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Let them have that
Yeah.
distraction, all right? Hard Knocks.
But
all
it
right.
promotes your program pretty good, though.
You're right
It
about
does.
that. Up against
Like
the clock
the Saints
again. We
need
always seem to be
promoted.
up against that dadgum clock. All right, coming up, Stump the Wise Guys and a few other subjects to wrap it up here at Jack
Yes.
Daniels. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort.
Hi, we're the Tarvers. Southwest Louisiana has been our home for all of our 30 years, and we're proud to have been born and raised in this community. We're also proud to continue the family tradition of serving the area with honesty, integrity, and Southern hospitality. And between our two stores, we have 150 employees who share those same values. If you already buy or service your vehicles with us, we'd like to say thank you. And if not, whether you're in the market for an import or a domestic, or you're interested in a career as part of our team, we'd like to invite you to come see what a car buying experience is supposed to be like at Lake Charles Toyota and Tarver Ford.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the most wonderful time, yes, the most wonderful time of the year.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
All right, welcome back to the show here. Jack Daniels going to stump the wise guys. We would be the three wise guys, unless Bruce Hempfield wants to photobomb again and come in and make it a foursome.
With the lovely ladies.
With the lovely
when
ladies.
he ought to be photobombed.
I guarantee you, Hempfield would not get any of these questions.
Really? You
I
kind of
guarantee
I think
you.
you're challenging him, Ricky.
None.
What I think you're doing.
All right,
man.
it's Haley and Darby. What,
Here we go.
Whoa, you mean you do know what the questions are?
I'm just saying, I don't think he'd get them.
Okay.
I don't know.
Here we
ahead.
go.
You don't
We're
know
ready.
what they are.
Yeah, I'm
Who's the
just kidding.
longest tenured coach in the SEC?
I didn't hear
The longest
what?
tenured coach
Tenured?
in the SEC?
Longest tenured in the SEC.
Oh,
come on,
boy
Rick.
from the
Mark
Who?
Rick, Georgia.
I thought Gamecocks.
That's the answer.
Gamecocks.
Hold on.
No, he hadn't been in South Carolina.
Well, it doesn't matter though. He's been in the SEC.
He said longest tenure.
You're close, but
Wait a minute.
second close.
Whoa.
Nah,
Second.
Mr.
The
Smarty Pants.
SEC, man, got
Mr.
stumped. What's the
Smarty
answer?
Pants.
What's the answer?
Well, no, wait a minute,
Missouri.
just a minute. Wait a minute.
Well, you're cheating now. She
I'm
said
saying
you already got
Spurrier.
stumped.
I'm saying Spurrier.
No, it's Mark
Oh, it's
Rick
not
at Georgia.
Spurrier.
It's the same place. Now,
The
Spurrier
same
has
place.
the most years in the league.
Well, that's what I was going at.
Okay.
No, longest tenure. That
Yeah,
probably.
So what do we?
Yeah, okay.
Gary
Spurrier.
Pinkill,
Gary.
Oh, in Missouri, you're right.
Missouri.
Oh, he just came into the league.
Missouri.
Missouri just came into the SEC.
Yeah, but not longest
I
tenure
wasn't
in
gonna
the
get that.
SEC.
Yeah, that's
He's only got 2 years in the SEC.
yeah.
Well, that's the answer they gave me.
Okay,
So.
but that's right. He's been there longer.
It should have been Spurrier.
And
My
an
answer was
SEC.
Spurrier.
That's
Should have been
that's
Spurrier.
kind of a trick.
It is a little
That's
bit.
a trick
All
question.
right.
Should have been
Haley
Spurrier.
or Darby? Who we got?
All right. Who's the longest tenured head coach in the Southland Conference?
Matt Viator. Matt, you would have known that, right?
Yep, there you go.
Matt, all right.
Matt
Great
Viator.
job. All right.
They got like 3 new coaches in the league this year. Matt Viator.
Here we go.
9 years.
All right,
Hey,
guys. Who is the longest tenured head coach in college football's FBS division?
Kevin, this is yours. Go ahead, Gidry.
Football bowl.
In all of
I'm gonna say Frank Beamer, Virginia Tech.
Frank.
Wow.
How long has Frank been there? How long
Come
has Frank
on,
been there?
Hobbs. Don't leave me
years.
hanging. That's
He's
pretty
been there
good.
30 years.
That's pretty good.
Did
Frank
he outdo
Beamer.
a boy at Florida State?
No.
Oh, Bobby Bowden.
Bobby
retired.
Bowden. How long was Bobby Bowden?
Yeah.
There.
Well,
How
No,
many
we're
years?
talking about current.
Now.
No, I'm saying how many years was he there?
Oh, gosh. Bowden 30-something?
So he didn't outdo Bobby then? Okay.
Not yet. Not yet. All right, we got one more.
All right. Who is the longest tenured head coach or manager in the 4 major professional leagues, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball,
Lord.
and
What?
National
Wow,
Hockey League?
interesting.
What?
Wow.
4. What's the?
You do baseball.
Well, hockey, baseball.
Oh,
it's
hockey.
one
Oh,
guy.
I don't even
One
know.
guy?
Hockey,
Probably
baseball,
hockey.
NFL, NBA.
Probably hockey.
I would say
wow.
baseball.
No. Man, I couldn't even guess baseball. Boy, this is a good one.
Come on, Scooter.
It might be somebody in the
Scooter.
NFL or NBA. It's not hockey. They get fired every week, and it's not baseball because they get fired every 2 months.
NFL?
It's NFL or NBA.
NBA.
It's
Who is
NBA.
it? Who
Give
is
us a hint. Give us
Greg
the team.
Popovich.
Oh,
Greg Popovich.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
dog.
Pop.
Yeah, Pop been around for a
Yeah.
minute, man.
5 titles. Yeah.
Pop been around for a minute.
Darby Haley. Excellent
Great job, ladies. Y'all was kinda
Thank
tough
you.
tonight, though.
Wow.
Thank you.
Kind of
Frank
tough
Beamer?
tonight.
Frank Beamer. That's a good one.
Frank Beamer.
Popovich, too. That's an
Popovich.
interesting
We should-
question.
You know, I
should've got
blurted it
Popovich,
out,
man.
and I wasn't 100% sure after I was thinking. But when they said FBS,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I
Interesting.
knew.
Hey, speaking of college football kickoff, A&M this week at South
This week.
Carolina,
Yeah.
minus Menzel, minus Clowney. Well, I saw Clowney in that game against Atlanta.
So that's a grown man. I told you that. I
Man,
told you that's
he
a grown
he
man.
jumps off that edge. He's something.
You know,
He's
Scooter made a point though, and I wanted to comment on it. He said that LSU's going to have a tough time being there. They're going to probably be playing 2 guys at the quarterback position. They ain't the only one.
Oh yeah, good point.
They ain't the only one.
Good point. Good point. We talked about FCS. Sam Houston State. I missed it too. I knew they were playing, but I missed it again.
I missed that memo.
Number 1, Eastern Washington and Sam Houston, number 14. I looked at the stats afterward in the American Press. Number 1 in the country now, Eastern Washington. Sam Houston with 542 yards of offense.
No
Yeah,
way.
but that's
And
Eastern
they-
Washington's game.
I know that.
They play
But still,
basketball.
and they lost big, 56-35. Sam
I
Houston.
know that's
But
LSU's
that's-
second opponent.
Pardon? I know.
Sam
I know.
Houston.
500
I'm just
something.
saying, watch out for the Bearcats. Now, they're in the upper tier
Yeah.
of the Southland, but it's Southeastern McNeese
Well,
and
they've been
Sam
pretty
Houston.
good for
500.
For opening game?
Yeah.
Not
That's pretty
bad at
strong,
all. Let's spend a
God,
couple
did
of
you
seconds.
see that red field? Oh, they have
Oh,
got
I
to
know.
legislate.
I know, they got to get rid of it.
I mean, to me, it is a.
Oh,
and I'm
no, it's not.
I'm not
It's-
just trying
no,
to be a
Scooter.
traditionalist.
I
To
know.
me, it takes away from watching the game.
I
You
agree.
But
can't
look at
It's-
Boise.
it's
I mean, but look at
unbelievable.
Boise.
All right.
Boise was
Quickly,
the same
guys.
way.
Yeah, I
quickly.
don't like boys.
Little League World Series
was the
won
same
by
way.
Seoul, South Korea. They
Yeah.
beat the team out of Chicago. The phenom was born, Monet Davis.
Monet Davis, man.
13-year-old fireballer pitcher. They
She's
lose.
something else. She's
Her
special.
team loses, but what a special girl.
I have to
What
say
a
that.
special girl.
I mean, how special can it? You playing
That's
with
amazing.
guys. You're playing with guys.
70 miles per
And then,
hour.
But to me, it was.
I don't want to make that a point, though, but
I mean,
jeez.
there've been girls in there before.
Yes.
Yeah, it has.
Maybe
It has
she
been,
might
Scooter.
be the best.
Yeah.
To me,
It's
it
been-
was more impressive that the USA Finals, I guess it was, or 2 of the 3, were inner city Little
Yep.
League.
Yep, and boy, that's what the
programs.
sports needs. Good point.
The baseball needs that.
Yeah.
You're right. It wasn't South
And-
Lake Charles
Right,
from the
right,
country,
right,
if you will.
You talk about
right.
everything. I think that
I see your point,
that
Scooter.
as much as anything, kids can relate to that.
Yes.
2 years from now, I could be on national TV.
Good point. Anyway,
That is
great.
pretty
Her goal is to play guard for UConn.
Yeah,
and she
that's
just
what she
might
said,
get
yeah.
there.
I
She just
would
may
put
get
that
there.
Speaking of great
Yeah.
goals, quickly, your buddy Matt Nicholas with a 57 new course record at the Lake Charles
57?
Country
I mean,
Club.
that is
Imagine that.
mind-boggling. He
57.
beat his own course record by 5 shots. He couldn't be on tonight. In fact, I'm gonna have a story on it
57?
in Wednesday's
Wednesday's
American
paper.
Press. I'm gonna talk to
I
him
never thought I would utter
details
that number
tomorrow.
to a golf score.
57.
We'll do it in
57.
subsequent weeks. We'll talk local golf with Mac Nicholas.
Yes.
That's going to wrap it up from Jack Daniels.
Glad to be
College
back, guys.
football this week.
This week.
The season is here.
Go
LSU
Tigers.
Saturday in Houston against the Wisconsin
Go
Badgers.
Tigers.
We don't
We'll
have
see
to
you
talk
ne-
about scrimmages anymore.
That's right. We'll see you next time,
Scrimmages
everybody.
we didn't see.
They're
Real
out.
football.
They're out.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 60 Monday through Sunday nights, 9 p.m. and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout the week on Communicom Cable Channel 6 at 9 p.m. across Southwest Louisiana. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the boys and access our website links at soundoff60.com.